All right, if you're a Mariners fan, you know the team has been on a heater, and this is something, it's been up and down all season. We wondered, is this going to be another year of heartbreak? All of a sudden, the odds are forever in the team's favor. Joining us right now is our producer, Austin Lane, behind the scenes typically, but loves to come out and chat with you about the Mariners.
Yeah.
You're feeling good right now.
I feel like the last time I was up here to talk about the Mariners was one of their lowest points of the season, and now I'm back, so maybe they missed me a little bit. They wanted to see me back up at the desk. They did everything under their power to get me back up at the desk talking about them, so
All right,
yeah,
so
doing good right now.
Paint the picture for me. What are we looking at here?
It's a fun postseason picture to look at. You've got the Mariners sitting there in the 2 seed right now. Who, if you would have told Mariners fans 2-3 weeks ago that, hey, you would be in a spot right now to win the AL West, and not only win the AL West, but have a first-round bye in the postseason, I don't think any single Mariners fan out there would have believed you. But here's the situation we're in now. 14 wins in their last 15 games has catapulted them up into that 2 seed. Only Toronto, the only other team with a better record than them in the American League right now. So as we're looking at the postseason picture, if the season ended today, we would host the winner of Detroit and Cleveland. Hoping to beat one of those teams. I know your Detroit Tigers would not enjoy coming to Seattle at this time of the year, especially with how hot they're playing.
Boy, it wasn't that long ago. I think last time we were talking, I was like, it's fine. Tigers are there. The Mariners are going to be there. But at the time, when I was smiling when we talked through this, I think we would have imagined maybe the Mariners were in that 3-6 matchup, not where they are today. Now, this is one of the cooler things that we can talk about today as well. I know PR sent this out for Mariners earlier today, our scenarios for the postseason and the AL West division, and we have a chance to clinch tonight.
Yes, so for anybody out there who has never heard of a magic number, that is the term they use in baseball to sort of summarize what a team has to do or rely on other teams to do to get to a certain point, whether that's making the postseason or winning the division or clinching that 2 seed like they're in right now. So the magic number is the number of wins you need plus losses of teams below you that you need to lose below you. So right now, their magic number to make the postseason is 2, and the way you can get there today is if you win, so that's one of the 2, and then they specifically need the Yankees to beat the White Sox tonight to be their the other half of that 2 magic number. It's the way the tiebreakers work right now, to where if the Yankees specifically win, that's what clinches the postseason instead of one of those other, the Red Sox or the Guardians or anything like that. So it's kind of like a weird spot to be in right now, but that's where we're looking at right now, and the mathematicians worked it out. Mariners win over, who are we even playing tonight? The Rockies.
Yeah.
Almost forgot. Worst team in baseball. Mariners win over the worst team in baseball, and Yankees win over probably the second worst team in baseball. Gets you into the postseason. So obviously don't speak before it happens, but a good chance the Mariners could clinch that postseason spot tonight. All they have to do is beat the Rockies. Yankees need to beat the White Sox, and that's taking care of what you need to take care of in those scenarios.
And I have to figure that you feel real good about just like where this is set up, how we've gotten to this point so far, because the fact that you did it by taking 3 in a row from the Astros, I mean, that's pretty incredible to see. Current look at the standings right now, Astros 3 games back. That's why it's looking more and more likely that they take down the AL West. And it wasn't that long ago. I mean, I swear, throughout the entire season, you and I were right here talking about we need to do a little more of this, a little more of that. The Astros are going to invest. They're going to do this at the deadline. And here we are now suddenly. They're in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, they've totally left them in the rearview mirror. And the big thing going into that series was, both teams tied, same number of wins, same number of losses. So it was really about who can win this series and take a 1-game advantage over the other team. But with a sweep, you saw the Mariners take a 3-game advantage. It would have been still only at 1 had they not beaten Houston on Sunday. But they end up getting the sweep to go up 3 games with 6 left to play. And playing the Rockies is the other big part of that. Now you only
get to play one of the worst.
You really only need 3 wins over the Rockies, and there it is. You've clinched the division, because that does not leave Houston enough time to come back, even if they win 3 games in a row.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then today we're going to be hearing from some folks from the team. We got that coming up at 2:30. What are you wanting to hear from them?
I mean, I hope they're excited.
Yeah.
I think now is a acceptable time to don't get overexcited and look way ahead into the postseason. Yeah, take care of business against the Colorado Rockies. But I think this team deserves a little bit of excitement and praise for how they've played over the last 2.5, 3 weeks, especially going on the road and beating Houston, sweeping Houston in Houston. That is one of the most impressive things they've done all season, let alone here near the end of the season, as they've gotten to be one of the hottest teams in baseball all year. They have not been a good team on the road. They've been good at home, but they have not been able to travel well. And then what did they do? They go into Kansas City and win 2 out of 3 against the Royals, who were at the time trying to squeeze into the postseason picture. They left them in the dust in the wild card picture, and then they go to Houston and now leave them in the dust in the divisional picture. So still haven't quite clinched the AL West yet, but getting closer and closer. And the sweep over Houston, one of the most impressive things they've done all year. Hoping to hear from the guys fired up tonight. Today at 2:30 ahead of tonight's game at 6:40. Hoping to hear them, kind of maybe give themselves a little bit of a pat on the back. Say, we went to Houston and did what we were supposed to do. Let's come back home against Colorado, 3 against the Dodgers to close out the season. Let's do what we're supposed to do in those games as well, and then maybe look ahead towards the potential wild card, or looking more than likely a 2 seed, a first round bye straight to the ALDS.
All right. Exciting times. I know we've been showing our viewers that hype video from the team. I know that got you hyped as well.
I woke up to that. Goosebumps immediately. First thing I saw on my timeline this morning.
Anything else you want us to be thinking about ourselves as we sit down for the game, other than cheering for the Yankees in a strange way, because we want to see them get a win so we can clinch it tonight?
I mean, the magic number for winning the division being at 3, you're still going to be paying attention to the Houston Astros game tonight.
Gotcha.
I believe they're playing the Athletics, if I'm not mistaken. So we're kind of hoping that they lose their game tonight as well. So yes, rooting for the Mariners to win, rooting for the Yankees to win, which kind of sounds backwards, but yes, rooting for the Yankees to win, and then obviously rooting for the Astros to lose again tonight. That gets you down to the magic number of 1 if the Mariners win and the Astros lose tonight. Then you're just 1 win or Astros loss away from clinching the AL West. First time since 2001. Would be very impressive. I was 4 years old last time they won this division. I'm now 28. So what does that tell you?
You remember
do the math.
Well.
Yeah. No, I don't remember anything at all.
All right. That's Austin Lane joining us to talk a little bit about the Mariners. Again, we'll be hearing from the team. That's coming up at 2:30, and then we'll also be hoping to hear from Aaron Levine. I know he's going to be down there and talking with folks. And Washington Sports Wrap, 6:30. I cannot stress enough, this is the time of year you want to be paying close attention. It's why we cover local sports. This is the time of year where it all pays off, and there's so much excitement.